Hey everybody, Steve here from Swamp Bottom Baits. Um, I had someone ask me if you can make jigs out of just everyday stuff. So let's go ahead and go to Walmart, maybe a Dollar Tree, see what we can come up with. Be back in a bit. Alright, there's a Sally Hansen's Hard as Nails. Alright, here's all our crappie jig heads. We'll go down here to the cheaper ones. Let's see, that's a 16th ounce 10 pack for $2.86. Let's go with the 1/8 ounce. Go a little bit bigger. Alright, let's see here. $3.38 for that big thing there. See, it's got some sparkle in it, so I'm thinking that'd be okay for some body. And here you go, these are the only feathers that they got here. $1.97. So I guess that's what we're going to go with. Alright, so here's all the chenille and what have you. And I think we're going to go with this. This is kind of like a gray ghost maybe. Or should we go with that orange right there? You know what? Let's go ahead and get them both. Alright. Looks like these are the only feathers they've got here. Got an assortment of colors in there. We got that orange. That's got a good amount of orange in it. Some green, some yellow. Let's get that package right there. We'll put that one back. Alright, and I've walked around, and this is the only thing that I can find here that might be able to be used for flash. So I think, I don't know, I think we're going to go with one of these because it's kind of holographic. So I think that's what we're going to go with. Hey everybody, welcome in again. As you see from the thumbnail, today we're going to be doing some stuff just to see what we can do with, you know, just everyday stuff, not the stuff that's specifically for tying jigs. So let's go ahead and get y'all down here to the vise. And I've taken one of the jig heads that we bought right there, and I've cut the collar off of it. So the only thing that I'm not going to be using from Dollar Tree or Walmart today is going to be the thread, and that's some 140 denier white flat wax nylon. So there's our new bottle of Sally Hansen's. Let's go ahead and get a touch on the hook shank there and get ourselves a thread base laid down. Sorry about that. Yeah, I forgot to grab my scissors back out. Alright. I'm pretty sure that these are a number 2 or number 1. So here's one of the feathers from Walmart. That package was 0.4 ounces, so there was quite a bit in there. But I didn't see any with like a decent amount of marabou. So what we're going to do is pull off the one side, and get all that lined up. Figure out exactly how we want it. I've got that going down one side of the jig. You can see the hook shank sticking out right there. I'm going to pull off the other side. And get that lined up and go down the other side of the jig. Now, I didn't find any flash at Walmart, anything to use for flash at Walmart, so I'm not going to put any in here. This can be pretty much a straight white colored jig. See if I can get them feathers to go down the other side. There we go. And I just used some side cutters to cut that off of there, and then I took the side cutters and put them up against it and rotated the hook just to kind of smooth it out a little bit. So there's our chenille, and this was actually a little bit more. I thought it was 3 something. It was actually 4 something. That's 255 yards. I've only got a 10-inch piece here. Now this is not actual chenille. Where does it say on here? I read it on here. This is 98% acrylic, so it's more like an acrylic yarn. But you can see it's got a little bit of flash in there, built right into it. It's kind of blurry there, but we'll get a close up when we finish the jig up. I'm thinking this 10 inches might be enough to do the body. I'm doubling and tripling and everything to try and get a larger body on it. I don't know if you can see it on the head there, but when I had trimmed the collar off, it kind of took a little bit of the paint off. And get that locked in 3 times before we cut it off. I had someone ask me if you can do it with regular, just like craft store or Walmart, whatever stuff. So I figured I would go ahead and do this video up. I don't believe it's going to stand up as well, in my opinion. So let's get our whip finisher out. But it can get you by. So there we go. I said I don't believe it's going to be as good, but it is possible to do it. So let's go ahead and get our other head in. That was our Walmart jig. Now, of course, the heads came from Walmart. Dollar store ain't going to have the heads. So, and I didn't find any of the Sally Hansen's at the dollar store either, but we'd already bought it at Walmart. So, get our thread base laid down on this one. And this one was the orange feathers. This is what I picked out. Just because I'm going to be using this chenille, which is a salmon color. So the tails on these are going to be real stiff because it's not marabou. It is a stiff feather. I'm going to take that and I'm going to press it around the shank. Get a few wraps and I'm going to check it, because I'm only using the one on this one. So, and like I said, this is only like an 8-inch piece and might not be quite long enough. So, but that is the salmon color chenille that we got there. And then, of course, we've got our balloon weight, which is what we're going to be using for flashing this one. Quite wide. So it's going to be a big strip down the side of it. I'm going to turn around this way. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to split it down the middle. So it gives us two thinner stripes. I just think it was too wide the way it was. But you know, during Christmas when they have the garlands out and stuff like that for your Christmas tree, you can buy up some of that. Ain't nothing but tinsel. So get all that tied in nice and tight. And I'm going to put just a tad bit of Sally Hansen's on there just because of the way that material is we're using for the flash. And then this is roughly about an 8-inch piece of that salmon chenille. Tie just the tip in. This is a little bit fluffier than the other stuff that we had from Walmart. So that was 8 inches, and we still got about, I don't know what, maybe 4 inches left over. So didn't use as much as I thought I was going to. And I think what I might do is we bought that other stuff. I think I'm going to tie some of that in and kind of use it like a palmering feather. So I just cut off about that much of it. Trying to keep from trapping any of that stuff in there. With the exception of the piece that we want to trap. Try and get everything pulled back here. Get a little bit of Sally Hansen's on our thread. And do our whip finish. Three, 4, and 5. Sorry about having that in the way right there. So let's take a look at that. So there you go. This is something a little bit different. You know, you can use regular like Walmart store-bought stuff. Stuff from the dollar store. So anyway, appreciate y'all coming and joining me. A little bit longer video this time just because we did 2 different ones like that. And doing it on the cheap. So thank you for all the subs and the likes. Appreciate any shares. And y'all have a good day. Peace.